The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Noles will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. Martinez on the carry. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
He'll throw one to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dropping back, it's Battiato. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Right back to the well. This series is littered with Florida State heartbreaks in close games, but the last time they met, it was the Noles pulling out a close one.
Florida State found a way to get it done. If you can not involve the kicker a lot of times in this series, things will go well, but they executed, they made the plays they needed to. They got one in a row, Palmer. Can they get 2?
And, David, at the end of the day, it was just Florida State that executed better. They made a few more plays, a few more explosive plays, didn't make the same mental errors, and that's why they won that game close.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Florida State, 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the phone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback will audible. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Or just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 7, Miami.
The Hurricanes send out the punt unit.
Number 94 in punt formation to kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, you know, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Run in the red zone, it's Lucas. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Slams it ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Well, they didn't get it done on that last play. Back at the 9 now. It's 3rd and goal. Back to pass. It's Moffitt. Fires to the tight end. Stumbled to the ground. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. They'll turn to Martinez. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were good.
And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Moffitt. It's complete on the right side.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pulls it in. It's Lucas. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass on second down. Moving away from pressure. Gets away, and he's forced out of bounds and missed his opportunity to get rid of the football. A huge loss forced on the play.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going for it all. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative.
He's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's Vattiato. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
These guys aren't human beings. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
The give from the gun. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll immediately call timeout. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes a handoff. It's Lucas. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, Defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Lucas. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dances away from one. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Guys, so far this... right or wide left, the Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Florida State, 28, Miami.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, this thing starts...